friends, I'm going to show you a new soap mold that I have purchased, and I purchased it off of Etsy from a shop called, I have it open here, Plexiglass Shop. The shop is called Plexiglass Shop on Etsy. It is the acrylic soap loaf mold with separators dash new design exclamation mark, size 30 centimeters by 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. Now to put it together is quite easy. It comes with 2 side pieces and 2 end pieces, and it's really pretty logical. First time I did it, I read the instructions that came with it. After you've done it once, you don't need that. Basically, it works with gravity here. This, perhaps I should put an end piece in. So I put together these two and the end piece and the other end piece. So everything's in the grooves perfect. There's actually no way that soap can leak out of this. It's not possible. So it does not need a liner, and you do not need to stress about the soap leaking out the edges. Everything is precision cut. Very nice. Now, those 4 pieces fit together easily. To keep them together, precision cut grooves, these are just so you can move the mold around. So I'm going to just, all I need to do is get one in and it's held in place. Do not over tighten these. It will break the acrylic. So just barely tighten this wing nut, butterfly nut, whatever you want to call it. Just barely snug. And this side came out. There we go. I put them together last time when I took it apart because I didn't want to lose pieces. I know you can't really see. Everything is in place. Everything is sitting in its perfect precision cut groove in the right way. And all I'm doing is tightening this just as barely snug. It's by no means tight. It would be such a shame. I had this thing shipped from Greece. It would break my heart to crack it. It is exactly what I wanted, so I went for it and bought it. There was one in the States that was good that I also wanted, but they did not ship outside of the States. So that's fine. I like supporting shops on Etsy anyway. I think Etsy is a wonderful website. If we don't support it, it will cease to be. So it's fantastic. You can buy things from people from all over the world on Etsy. Entrepreneurs. I know you can't see much because this is clear. Turn it so you can see the wing nuts there. Here's the, I only have one more left to do down here. This is acrylic, not fiberglass or any other, not PVC or anything. It's acrylic. I'll move it. So now I have the full mold put together. So held together by the grooves and gravity, not by the bolts. The bolts are just there to keep it together while I move it around. Now the wing nuts have to all be in the same direction for it to sit down. There's one thing I did at first. I had one wing that facing down and it was off balance on me the first time I used it, and I caught on pretty quickly to the problem. Now here's the end piece. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grooves in it, and I have 3 partitions. So there are many design options. They just sit in here in the end. Nothing holds them in place. They just sit there. Obviously. Stay there, you. And here are my 3 partitions. So I want one down the center. One right down the center. Now, I have options here to make skinnier stripes, or I could just have one down the center. Last time I did this, I thought I had chosen perfect increments. Then when I made my soap, it didn't feel that way. But I'm choosing the little wedge that is closest to the end. Close up here. So I move it around so you can see it. It's light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some soap. I won't show the making of the soap. That'll be in another video. I am going to show the next step, which is getting the soap out of this mold. So, which turned out to be very easy. I was happy. I was a little bit stressed about buying this because it cost a bit and it cost a lot in shipping, and I was worried. I thought, oh no, I'm buying something that might not work. But I'm glad I took the leap of faith there and got it because it worked great. Okay, so I'll be back when we're taking the soap out. Okay friends, so I have now made this soap and I'm going to take it out of the mold so you can see how that step works as well. So I'm going to loosen every single one of these butterfly bolts. And what I do is I put them right back on the bolt so I don't lose them. Because you can store this mold flat. You don't have to put it back together right away. Just enough so it stays on. And there's 3 more. These weren't tightened very much to begin with, so they're easy to take off. So the next step is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides to take off. And this is only my second time using this mold. But last time, this is what I did. I just lifted here and started, and you can see an air pocket move. It's just like using any other molds that I'm using. They're clear. It's just like using this kind of mold, for example. When I use this mold, I just form an air pocket here and I watch it move, and then I know that the soap will just pop out. Same thing. And you can do it from both sides too, and then they'll meet in the middle. Don't pull too hard, just be gentle. Be very patient. You're not in a rush. There we go. One side off. And when I turn it over, there's a raised face here, so it's not going to be sitting right on the counter when I go like this. This one is easy. It's moving really fast. Nice. Perfectly smooth. So I'm going to do the sides next. Okay, I brought you closer so maybe, hopefully you can see this on the video. I'm going to do this side now. All I'm going to do is pull. I need to be able to see it first. There we go. I'm pulling and I'm introducing air, and you can see it move through the soap. There's the end. Now, I'm going to do this one. There, that one's better. Move slower to get a nicer finish. The last one popped off too fast. So what we have left is what is kind of the hardest part, the bottom. So I've put down some paper here. I'm going to rest it on its side. And I don't know if you will be able to see this, but let's give it a try. So I just push at the corner here, and it will start to do just like it did with everything else. It's kind of like breaking an airlock. I see separation between the acrylic and the soap. So, like it's right there. I have no clue if you can see that on the video. So, and I'm kind of just pulling. Be careful, the acrylic is a bit sharp. Like, see, it didn't cut me, but they do, when they sell it and you get it in the mail, they do warn you. It has sharp edges. Don't let children touch this, it says. So that's it. I just keep pushing at this, watching the air move, so I know the acrylic will no longer be attached to the soap. Now, the people who made this, they have another method where they put it down and they slide it off the bottom. And then I have seen other people who use a piece of freezer paper on the bottom piece, but this will work. I do not need to do either of those methods. This is exactly how I get off the other sides, so I don't see why I can't do it on the bottom. It just requires patience. So that's it now. All sides are off, nice and smooth. Now, as a disclaimer, I should mention that this has worked with my recipe. Everyone's soap recipe is going to be different and require different curing time. Mine requires 24 hours. And it also depends on where you live, what the temperature is like, what the humidity is like. So I'm in northern Canada. It's very dry, and it's winter, so not only is it a dry place to live, but we have the furnace on, which makes things even drier. So I'm sometimes weary of sharing too much on YouTube, because if you're in a humid climate, what works for me won't work for you. But with that disclaimer, I've just shown you how I use this mold, and I'm very happy with the smooth lines I'm getting. The hardest part about taking apart the mold is the bottom. You can watch some other videos. People slide off the bottom. This is only my second time using it, and both times I just got air in there, and you can kind of see it go like an airlock across, and then it just comes off. So just wanted to share with you my new mold and how it works for me. So take care of yourselves. I hope that you have a very good day and a very good week. Bye, everyone.